Outsiders in the casa. Oklahoma where the winds come. Sweeping down the plains, whistles blow away your kingdom. Noise from the Sooner State, feel it in your eardrum. Way past the beginning and we are nowhere near done. My goodness, I'm nice with it. You can snap back, hold your hat, it's how I'm fitted. Getting fueled up off your hate as if I need it. Why it takes on eating lighter, people say I need it. You didn't know? When I hit the road, dog cities hear me spitting flows. Meanwhile, on tracks, I'm really not your typical spiritual, lyrical miracle, you imbecile. Going harder than a tombstone. Here lies in a method that never saw its doom, though. Joints instrumentally fired by IQ, yo. Rocking like a Lucifer track, but what do you know?
Forward and I can't go back.
Welcome all. This is the Outsiders Green Country Soccer Podcast. My name is Mario. I'm with my good two co-hosts, David and Josh. How you boys doing?
Doing pretty good.
Well,
Hey.
Hold on. Before anything, guys, I just want to let any Tulsans that ever go to Arkansas and they see the license plate saying LRR, that does not stand for Little Rock, Arkansas, okay? Oh my God.
I don't know. I don't know who said that.
Gage, you missed
inside
it
joke.
already, buddy. You missed it.
Inside joke there. And Josh does not know how to spell. He doesn't know directions. He doesn't know a map. That's it.
I know my way around.
This man thought LRR stands for Little Rock, Arkansas.
I mean, might as well. Same thing. LRR, same thing.
Yeah, same thing. You know, Arkansas spelled with an R. Oklahoma education at its finest right there, folks. Hell, I'm sorry. God.
Happens.
Almost Tulsa.
Good night, everybody.
No.
Yeah,
We have a lot of talk about, guys, and I know, David, you were about to say something. Go ahead.
No, let's. Gage is with us. Go ahead and.
How you doing tonight, Gage?
Doing all right. Had a lot I needed to take care of a second before I jumped on, but sorry I'm late. Glad I'm here.
You're good, man. And I wish you were here just like a minute earlier because you would have heard that.
He went full Josh on us. Just Josh being Josh.
Oh, yeah. Well, we have a lot to talk about, guys. I know it's just been a week, but where do you
Champions League.
No.
Champions League.
Almost
Champions League. Liverpool advanced. Maybe Arsenal. Did City, Josh? No? Okay. Mario, Chelsea, they advance?
I don't even know. I don't even ever heard of Champions League. Who cares about it?
Newcastle didn't advance. Tottenham didn't advance. Yeah. Ugly week for the Premier League and Champions Leagues. But we had Premier League this weekend. How'd you guys do?
This man got jokes. Go.
Hey, Bruno being Bruno for United, it is nice.
Quit your yapping
Anyways.
about the Premier League and get on with it.
Right.
Anyways, okay, you guys, Debbie Downers down here don't want to talk anything Premier League. They don't even want to
Cares about
banter.
the Premier League.
All right, we'll move into America. Something big is happening right now. I don't know if you guys know what's happening. It's big to us. These guys went to Little Rock to watch a game.
Yeah, we did.
Mario, what's going on?
Do you want to go to that, or do you want to go to your favorite topic right here?
No.
We have to talk about that just for a little bit, man. MLS today announced that they're going to be doing a MLS sprint season. The MLS season will launch, I think it's next year. I want to say it said it was going to do like from July, or it's going to be like a 3 or 4 month little tournament before their season actually starts in 2027.
So it's gonna be like the COVID year when they did that tournament down in Orlando.
Yeah, and I just wanted to know you guys' opinion on it. What do you think? Do you think they're just kind of filler I was just real hoping when I was reading the details in it that this tournament wasn't going to give them another spot in like a CONCACAF or something like that. But
Probably.
what do you guys think about that?
Go ahead, Gage. How do you feel about MLS doing this shenanigans?
I mean, it feels like it takes the complaint a lot of people have where there's no way to do a balanced schedule because there's so many clubs. And they said, what if we take that problem and make it worse by only playing 14 games, meaning guaranteed you're only playing half and half home and away. So there's no way to have even home field advantage. The schedule's even more unbalanced. I just feel the same ways about this as a Seattle fan that we always make fun of Portland because they claim that MLS's back title as an MLS Cup for whatever reason, which I'm sorry, you can't do that. Even if we win this, I'm not claiming this as a full blown title. This doesn't mean anything to me personally.
Hey, the Lakers claim that COVID title in the NBA, so I guess everybody wants to. A win's a win, I guess. Man, I guess it's a way to get games out of people with. I mean, what else were they going to do? Be like, all right, we're going to take an extended hiatus in the off season and not pay or just pay people and not to do anything for half a season, then have a half a season. And I mean, it's a way to get games in, I guess, and get guys games without losing the full year of their career.
Me personally, I wish they would have done that this year because they would have gave that little gap. But I know they didn't want to kind of conflict with the World Cup. But they would have games going on same time national. But I get it. But yeah,
they weren't going to give up this year's season because this was the season to get eyes. I mean, they're building the steam for World Cup, and then they're hoping that transition. Yeah, I don't. Next, if you got some Nisa news, wasn't talking. Next.
Yeah, sorry. I just had to. I had to put that on there.
All right. So back to the original topic. Something major is going on right now in the world of American soccer. It is called the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. You guys went to Little Rock yesterday, 4 hours away. Quite the drive. The good thing is we got to see you guys on TV. We really get to see Little Rock's fans. We got to see you guys. So yay. Sacramento's optics was horrible because the TV cameras were pointed at the stands that were completely empty because they didn't even sell that side of the stadium. Didn't sell it. No tickets were available. And then the Burrito Boys go in the stands after a couple fans because I guess they said that Taco Bell's Burrito Extreme was better than theirs, and they took that shit to heart. I don't know. Not a whole hell of a lot of upsets until today. Asheville City, they had a cup set last night. There's one today. Mario, who's got the cup set today?
I think it was Flint City beating Fort Madison for me. I think that's kind of a cup set. What about you boys?
Yep, I took that one.
So first day of the Open Cup, there's a couple good matches here. Vermont beating Portland. That was That's a good one.
Is that a cup set? Because Vermont's been pretty good for the last couple of years in League Two.
League Two beating a championship. League One, I guess you can call that a cup set. But these are the matches that happen on Tuesday, and then we had other matches here on Wednesday.
Ooh, look at that score there in the bottom right. That was pretty.
Yeah, we will be talking about that here shortly.
You don't even get the big scores on there. There were some big scores yesterday.
Yeah. We're talking about these scores right here.
That one in the top left. Yeah.
Yeah, we thought that top left one was going to be the highest scored game until today. But yeah, Union.
Is that Ajax? Did they play Ajax? Is that the Ajax logo?
Hey, Gage, what's the name of that team? I don't even know who it is.
Boffs St. Louis. Our good old friend Tom Franklin, the soccer zombies, in close with those guys. So feel for them, but it sounds like they had a good turnout. So hopefully it means something for the growth in the area. But
look at that New Mexico game. That one kind of shocked me a little bit. That was closer than I thought it would be. And there's another upset. AV Alta got beat.
I don't even know the team's name that they beat, but yeah,
it's like something Valley FC or something like that.
yeah, something like that. All right, let's go back to the one that we are a little bit more fond of, that 4-2 match. As David said earlier, me and Josh and also Angela and we actually drove to
You
Little Rock.
missed
Gage.
one person. You
And
missed
Gage,
Gage.
sorry.
Gage. Yeah,
Now, y'all got to give me a little
God.
bit of consideration. I still haven't slept. I think I only had like 3 hours of sleep. Less than that, to be honest. And then 30 minutes earlier.
I slept 2 today.
Yeah, whatever. And then, and like I said, Gage as well. We all went out to Little Rock, Arkansas, to play the Little Rock Rangers. Josh,
Thanks.
they were welcome. But it was good. You know, their fans were nice. They put a big tifo right beside us. I didn't think nothing of it until we looked at it. I think it was what was it? A luchador banging on a coffee mug. That was FC Tulsa. Well, anyways, they had a little good show out. They didn't play in their normal regular stadium. They played at some, I guess it was a high school or college stadium, right?
Looked like a Christian high school stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that. We got lost. We couldn't find it on. I'm not going to blame Angela, but on our GPS, it took us BFE. But we finally found it thanks to Gage. But yeah, their stadium was nice. It was a proper stadium. It was a little dusty.
Was it? Was it?
Compared to last year's opponent, there will be
the views were nice. That's about it.
It looked like they were playing in Bob's Field out there. That on TV, the optics, it looked absolutely horrible. It looked like you guys were playing at Athletic Park.
Hey, at least that was like 90% flat. Athletic Park is not.
It didn't look flat.
It was
every time,
apparently.
Every time they would make a pass, like on our back line, it started out smooth and it looked awful. And
go ahead.
And even the TV, like my eyes, I'm about to be 44. My eyes aren't the best in the world anymore. I still have 20/20 from distance, but that was so blurry on TV. Like Gage put a video of the goal that everybody missed, and it was 100 times clearer than anything they put on TV last night.
That's the magic of the Open Cup.
Yes,
you get bad broadcasts.
But it really feels like anytime we go away, we go play in Bob's Field. Then you turn on the Sacramento El Farolito game. They're playing on a smooth pitch that looks amazing, and even it's Sacramento's, but it's just there's got to be some sort of like
regulation.
Yeah, it looked bad.
But I wasn't complaining, man. I didn't see a rock on the ground. I mean, we almost saw a fight in front of us, but it was a good game. You know, I want to say the first half we should have probably scored a couple times. I'm not going to place blame on anybody on our team, but they could have probably scored a couple goals as well, and it would have been a bad game. But all right, I'm not going to be the only one talking about it. Josh, Gage, please give us some info on that first half for y'all.
I thought we looked pretty decent. It's the most lethal that we've looked this year. I know it's just a League Two team, but I thought Remy looked good. Lukic, I don't know what's up with him. He just doesn't seem to have it. Midfield looked good. Jamie looked really good. That second goal was quite the goal. I think we looked good.
I'd be in agreement. The only complaint that I had that I think some of us that were at the match kind of echoed is kind of, we did have a Bruno Lapa fan club right next to us with the Memphis fans that made the trip down just to see him. But there was a lot of moments where it's like he'd try to take somebody on, and it's just like, man, we don't need to be doing that. I'll give him credit. That was a hell of a ball for the first goal to Harvey. But other than that, it's kind of just we don't need to be trying to go 1v1 every time. You got 3 other guys literally right up there with you. But
I agree. I fully agree. He was just trying to do too much, and I felt like he could have been passing it off. Also, just like Josh was saying, Lukic was. Yeah, the both of them should have been passing a lot more crisper passes and try to jump over some of the players like they were trying to do. But yeah, that first half was mostly ours. The second half for me, it was a little dicey there. Our defense. Um, I'm glad that we're letting some newer players play, and um, I think is it right? Robert Clark, or what's his name?
Alonzo Clark.
Alonzo Clark. Excuse me. Um, he was getting tested, and most of the time it was mostly some passes or some. I think he was just nervous to play his first ever game. I think, and I know for myself, I was like, "Come on, coach, and time time to do a little bit of sub there." But they kept him on, and he did okay. There was some times that he controlled the ball really good, but there's some times that I think he could have done better marking, and probably a goal wouldn't go in. But
Oh man, that's harsh.
is it?
I don't know. I think he had some good moments.
What about you, David?
The back line was dicey to me. I mean, there's got to be something. There was moments in the Sacramento game that our back line got picked apart, and actually our back line got picked apart here. I don't know if we needed to readjust to a 4-man back line, but they were just throwing balls over the top, and it was AB one-on-one with one guy, and the one guy's faster than AB. It was the same thing in Sacramento almost. I mean, they tried to body up AB and with a stronger, faster guy, and I don't know if we need to adjust defensively. There's something not as strong as it was last year. I'm thinking.
I agree. Something feels off about this team. I said it last night after the game. Something feels off with this team, and I don't know what it is.
I'll go ahead and pinpoint it for you, Josh. It's exactly what it is. Our whole midfield is different than the end of last year.
That's fair.
The Sacramento game, it was completely different with Somersault and Kochevsky, and they even had Jamie playing up front. Second game, they tried to ready the ship with moving Delins-Pierre back to that CDM role. But you're looking at not having Boubacar Diallo in the midfield. You're not looking at having Gio Coley in the midfield. We're looking at Serrato not being in the midfield. There's something.
And who knows when they'll be back.
That they were helping defensively to anchor that back line. So Delins has steadied the ship some, but there's something. I think the midfield being able to get back and help with the defense, and us trying to be more on the front foot because maybe Taylor's not there and we don't have that hold up number 9 anymore. That we can just win the ball defensively, sling it forward, and try to catch on counters or use the hold up number 9. Gage, how do you feel?
yeah, I'd agree with that because it's like I definitely felt like last season it's like we were able to defend not only just with the back line, but I agree with the midfielders kind of stepping back and being able to help too. So instead of trying to break down, what is it, 4 or 5, depending on what we're playing at that time, you're breaking down 7 or 8 because basically everybody's back behind the ball except for the forwards, which we heard the coaches yell on that all night last night. Everybody getting behind the ball, especially in the second half, trying to defend the lead. But just having that cohesion now of like not only is the back line trying to hold together themselves with some new blood in there with Alonzo Clark, they're not having to hold with a bunch of new people in front of them. They're still getting used to. So I feel like the same cohesion issues we're having up front, kind of just line to line, just trying to get all that going, I think is going to be a bit of an issue for us moving forward. But hopefully this is a step in the right direction.
I will say a bright spot was, I thought for most of the game, Dane Yackelman looked pretty good for us in goal. He saved our butts a lot. Yeah, he did let in 2 goals, but I thought he did
that second goal
decent.
really wasn't his fault.
Yeah, I'd agree.
That second shot was a scorcher.
and to piggyback off that, we thought we had scored on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guys thought we scored, and it got, I guess, deflected out, and they just took it and ran with it. Well, our guys were still hands up, like, kind of, and then they were reacting from that, and Little Rock got down the field with the ball. So, I mean, there was a little bit of confusion there, maybe a little bit. So,
well, once they scored that second goal, I loved the team's heart. They were like, no, we are coming back. We're scoring a goal. What was it, like 2 minutes later? We came back.
It was straight off the kickoff.
it was
50
immediately.
50 seconds. 50 seconds from the ball going in our net to their net.
It was immediate. I mean, like it was literally, I was watching on TV, and they didn't even adjust the cameras. Like, it was, and we scored. Yeah, Little Rock's back in there, and Tulsa scored. That's what it was. It was, we're all like, yay!
I love
We don't know what happened.
I love the Little Rock fans that were behind us, all getting all pumped up and jacked up, and then we scored back another goal. They were talking smack to, I think it was Lucas Soffer, and
Mm-hmm.
like, they were over there smack talking. I looked at them, they got to shut up, and then they scored. They were all pumped up and everything like that. All I said was, look at the scoreboard, and then we scored another goal. I was like, yes, this is the perfect moment. I was like, waiting for all of them to storm out and just walk out, because I had a couple chances ready for them. But it was a great match.
At least it did not deteriorate into the Burrito Boys type of incident. So
No.
I think that fourth official wanted to fight me.
No, you were antagonizing him and saying, you were trying to get kicked out of the stadium.
Maybe, just a little bit. I told him to do his job, and he looked at me, and I got scared. Can't lie.
You folded immediately, snapped his head in a swivel. You immediately folded.
I did. No, I didn't actually expect him to acknowledge me.
Let's give it to Little Rock, though. They said they formed their team like 4 days ago. They submitted a cup roster, and they literally had 4 days of getting any type of practices. So, congrats. I mean, they put up a hell of a fight. We said in the last podcast they would not be a pushover. They beat Birmingham last year. So yeah, kudos to the Stags. So I mean,
I am a little disappointed that we didn't destroy them even worse. Their back line, I think one of them was somewhat close to Batista's height, somewhat, but the other two guys were probably. We should have dominated aerial every single shot we did. I know we had that one, but
yeah, that was a great header by Lamar. It was beautiful. But that golazo from Jamie Weber on TV, that looked. I'm sure it was amazing on the field, but that looked chef's kiss on TV. That was great.
If anybody has not seen it and wants to see a better view, do me a favor, check out my good buddy Gage's video that he did. Thank God he was recording, because nobody would have seen the fourth goal if it wasn't for him. And then second, that goal by Jamie Weber is on the 918 Brigade Facebook page. That was a golazo. There's nothing that goalie could have done. And yeah, it was. He stopped it. He just rocketed it in there onto the goalie's right side,
and it was off a half volley. That was legit. It was a great shot.
Yes.
All right, so FC Tulsa moves on to the second round of the U.S. Open Cup. MLS. What's that, Mario?
Somebody.
Josh. Yeah, okay. MLS does not. Their teams don't come into the third round. So, with that being said, I've got a list of teams that could possibly be our second round opponents. Right now, I got maybe one Knoxville, San Antonio, Indy, 11 Chattanooga FC, maybe Union Omaha, or the winner of the Tennessee Tempo Chattanooga Red Wolves game. I'm not saying Laredo Heat, El Paso, because I have a feeling that will go play New Mexico, just geographic location. You guys, or maybe even Colorado Springs. We're kind of in a dead zone here. There's no other Oklahoma teams. There's no Missouri teams. There's no Arkansas teams. there's no even real Northern Texas teams. So who do you guys think we might get in the second round of the U.S. Open Cup?
I hope we get Union Omaha. That'd be nice to see Union Omaha. I play them in an actual game that means something instead of a preseason game.
I'm just saying this so another two teams can play against each other. I want to see Asheville City, just because I don't want to see, I want to see the Chattanooga Derby match. If we could play Asheville, so both Chattanooga teams can play against each other, I would be happy. I'll take that.
Who'd you say, Mario?
Asheville City.
That's North Carolina.
I'm just saying, if we can take a bullet, so we can have a Chattanooga Derby.
Are you saying one Knoxville? Maybe one Knoxville?
Oh yeah, maybe one Knoxville too. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we'll get Asheville City. Gage, do you think we would get them being on the East Coast?
Honestly, probably not. I think I'm honestly in the mindset of it's probably going to be Omaha, just based on how the pairings have gone the last few years.
Yeah.
Like when we ended up, I think in 24, ended up against Sporting Kansas City, it literally was going to be us versus winner of them in Omaha. I think last year kind of worked out similar as well, if I'm not mistaken.
We went up to Madison. No, did we play We played Madison last year.
Yeah, we played Forward Madison, beat them 3-0.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So I'm thinking I'm in Omaha, maybe San Antonio. It could be San Antonio.
That'd be nice. Hopefully that's a home game if it's San Antonio.
I mean, there's no other Texas teams in it, so it could be San Antonio. Which I would. I mean, it is what it is. We just saw him here. We get to see Josh's favorite goalkeeper, Joey Petroni.
Well, I have a few things I want to say to that goalie.
He gave you a shower. You're fine.
Right.
You needed one.
That water didn't touch me.
You guys want to jump the gun and start talking about that match?
Nah, it was a 0-0 draw. Not much.
Let's stay with the USL Championship. All right, any more US Open Cup talk you guys want to talk about?
No.
All right, Mario, bring up them USL Championship scores. You got them?
Yes, sir.
All right. Look at there, Birmingham, Hartford 0-0 on Wednesday. We all knew that from the last podcast. Then you got Pittsburgh beating Loudoun. I was kind of surprised with that. I think we all had picked Loudoun in that one. Detroit defeats Brooklyn 3-0. A stomping by Louisville City 4-1 over Miami. Rhode Island and Jacksonville 1-1. Switchbacks defeat Las Vegas 3-2. 0-0 draw between Lexington and Sacramento. Monterey Bay just dominated by El Paso 3-0. Oakland Roots, I think, in a surpriser, beats New Mexico United 2-1. Phoenix Rising over Orange County 1-1. And in our pick'ems, Mario wins the week. Congratulations, Mario. It was a better week this year. It was a tighter week. Mario had 5 points, Josh had 4, and I had 4. So, yeah. There we go. All right, guys. Well, he's gone. Let's talk about the big news that I think that happened in the USL Championship this week. Danny Cruz leaves Louisville City to become an assistant coach with Minnesota United. We all know that pain with Blair Gavin leaving and becoming an assistant coach. You kind of scratch your head a little bit, like, man, you're leaving to be assistant coach, but MLS is a step up, probably a step up in pay. But Louisville, one of the class acts in the league. We'll defer to you, Gage. You are our MLS expert of the four of us. Danny Cruz going to Louisville, and it's just not Danny Cruz. Tom Sohn, the former coach of Birmingham Legion, also becoming an assistant coach there in Minnesota United.
The stacked coaching staff. I can't lie.
Yeah. I feel like I saw something somewhere, which I may be off base in this, because I think it was something I saw in passing. I feel like I remember seeing that Danny Cruz did interview for the head coaching vacancy when Ramsey left this last offseason, I think. So he did interview for a job with them already. So I wouldn't be shocked if it was kind of just like there's a little bit of upheaval. They want to bring on some new blood in the coaching staff. I'm like, well, you already interviewed with us once. Would you be interested in coming back? So I'm not sure if that's exactly what happened, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from just the little things I've heard in like the MLS circles.
Yeah. Right now, what's his name? Simon Bird is set to be interim head coach, and Paulo Del Piccolo moves up to first assistant for Louisville. You know, I was worried a little bit this offseason. Danny Cruz maybe leaving for higher pastures, and maybe it attracting Luke Spencer to Louisville City. Strong connection between those two. For FC Tulsa standpoint, I know my feelings on it. I hope he stays, but you guys fear the Reaper kind of Luke Spencer maybe going to Louisville City.
I definitely do. I definitely see it. Maybe not.
Yep.
Maybe not this. Maybe not this season, but maybe next off season. I could see it happening. But for our sake, I hope it doesn't happen because I love Coach Luke. So I really hope it doesn't happen. But I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
Yesterday at the Open Cup match, when I was hearing Josh and us, we talked about it a little bit before the game started, and we didn't see Coach. We didn't see Coach out, practicing with the team and whatnot, telling him what to do and whatnot, and him doing what he normally does and checks out everybody. We didn't see him out in the field, and then maybe 5 minutes before the game started, we finally saw him. I was like, oh God, don't scare me like this. Don't tell me Coach is not here no more. But he was there, and I'm not really worried, if we lose Coach. He is a great reason why we have the team that we're having and the success that we're having. But if we lose him, I'm not whoa, the end of the world's going to happen. I think we have a good couple assistant coaches, and we can pick up another coach that probably might be as good or better. So I'm not really worried about him.
Gage, if you see Louisville maybe losing a couple games, dropping points here in the next 4 to 5 weeks, do you think Louisville will start shopping around?
I think they'd absolutely be trying to make a hire at that point, just because, even just from the fan pressure of, yes, obviously you've lost Danny Cruz, but I feel like their fans will not stand for losing games after the way their last couple seasons have gone. So I feel like, obviously, fan pressure is not the most important thing in the world to a front office, but I can't imagine them just not having some stock in that should they start losing some games.
Fellas, can I throw out another name maybe? We haven't heard from him much since mid of last season, but Bob Lilly. Would you think Bob Lilly would be a fit in Louisville?
God, no. He would not fit in Louisville at all.
You don't think Bob Lilly with Lilly Ball and an actual budget behind him could succeed?
I would probably succeed, but I don't think Louisville fans would appreciate that kind of soccer. So, no, I don't. He's probably still busy and never mind.
Man, Josh has the inside information nobody knows about.
I wouldn't say that.
No, I think he's keeping it PG-13, maybe.
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, Josh being really Josh being Josh. LRR stands for Arkansas.
Little Rock, Arkansas.
All right, guys. Let's move into our favorite thing right now before we move into FC Tulsa talk. Man, it feels like we're just breezing through stuff tonight.
Thank God. I'm not tired.
You guys want to do some predictions?
Yeah, I'm gonna win this week. Let's do it.
All right, I like it, Josh. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, game number 1 of the week is a 3:00 game, Segra Field there in Loudon, where Loudon United takes on Miami FC. Josh, go ahead, Mister. I'm ready for predictions.
Loudon 3-1.
Go ahead, Mario.
Go ahead, skip me real quick. I'm looking at something.
Gage, do you want to make picks with us?
I'm not going to be very good at it, but I can try.
Can't do any worse than what I did week 1. So
yeah, Josh, shit the bed. Yeah,
2 weeks straight.
What do you mean? I did better this week. You win 1 week and you think you're such a tough guy.
I am the best.
It's the only week
He's
you're gonna win.
We'll see.
All right. Go ahead, Gage.
I'm just gonna go for it. Let's go Miami 2-1.
Wow.
Why not?
I've got a 2-2 draw. I got faith in Rodrigo DaCosta doing something.
I
I
forgot.
don't know what he's
about
gonna
him.
do. Something. He's gonna do something. He might not play. I don't know. He's gonna do something though.
All right, Mario, come on now.
Oh,
He's asking Grok right now. He's like, who's going
no.
this game?
I think Loudon's going to actually come out and win this 2-1.
All right, 2-1 Loudon. Josh and Mario, brothers for that pig. All right, next one is Louisville versus Rhode Island. Upset of the week, Rhode Island 2-1.
2-2 draw.
I'd agree with 2-2 draw.
Man, guys, I got to go to Louisville. 2-0.
Yeah, I'm changing my score. It's gonna be I'm keeping my score. No, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it.
Already wrote it down. It's locked in.
I'll keep it.
All right, you got Brooklyn versus Hartford. I like Hartford 3-1 in this game. I don't know why, but Hartford is.
I don't want to pick against Brooklyn, but Hartford 3-1. That hurts me to say.
Now, that's an L for me now. Thanks, Josh.
I'm going to go with the upset of the week. I'm going to say 2-0 Brooklyn.
I think 2-0 Hartford is where I'm at.
So next one up is Charleston versus Birmingham. Charleston. It took Charleston every bit of their 120 minutes to win that Open Cup game. I'm gonna go Birmingham 1-0. No, Birmingham 2-1.
Charleston
So
1-0.
I'm going to go 1-1 draw, guys.
I think that's about where I'm at as well. Not to piggyback off of it, but I think that's what I feel.
All right. Next up, Indy versus Detroit. How do you guys feel about this one? Go ahead, Josh.
Alex Deleu hat trick. Detroit 3-0.
God damn it.
So Josh, is Alex Deleu gonna get that 15 goals Mario thought he was gonna get with FC Tulsa this
He
year with
might.
Detroit?
Should have got. God damn that man.
That goal that he
PG.
scored.
PG.
That goal that he scored the other day in their Open Cup game really hurt me to watch. Gage sent it to me, and it hurt. Made me sad.
One
Should
goal,
have been-
2 assists.
Should have been doing that for us.
I've got it 1-1 draw.
I'm going to go I want to go for Indy this time. But something's telling me it's going to be, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to change it. 1-0 Indy.
Okay. I'll go 2-0 Detroit.
No love for your friend Alex Deleu, Mario.
I love the man, but they're playing at Carroll Stadium. I mean, not Hamtramck.
All right. Here we go. Tampa Bay versus Pittsburgh. I got Tampa Bay 2-0 on this one.
I'd agree 2-0 Tampa Bay.
Normally I would go for Tampa Bay, but I'm going to say a 2-2 draw.
I think I'll go.
He's a smart man.
I think I'll do 2-1 Tampa.
He's a smart man, Josh. He's waiting until you pick and then going
I know,
opposite.
That's what he's been doing all day.
Hopefully the
All
next we can get together on this one, okay?
All right. San Antonio versus New Mexico. Both you guys say your score at the same time.
2-0 Sacramento.
San Antonio.
Oh, you said Sacramento.
No, you did say
God.
Yeah, you said Sacramento.
I thought
No,
you
San Antonio versus New Mexico.
Oh, 2-1 San Antonio. Did you write that down already?
No, go ahead. If you want to change
1-1
it,
draw.
I'll let you change it. Okay.
I'm going to give this to New Mexico 2-1.
I think I'll go 2-2.
Chris Shakes in goal. You're at least guaranteed
I'm gonna go-
one goal.
I'm going 0-0 draw.
Wow, never mind.
I think it's going to be a good defensive game. All right.
Not with Chris
Orange
Shakes in
County.
goal.
Well, they have to play good defense with Chris Shakes in goal.
They gotta play
I mean,
miracle defense with him in goal.
it's just what it is. All right. Orange County versus Colorado Springs. Colorado 2-1.
Orange County 3-2.
You know what? I got to break the streak. Orange County 3-2.
Oh,
We're gonna get that
Ryan.
one now.
I think I'll go 1-1. I don't know. I have a gut feeling it's not going to be very high scoring, but that's just me.
So I don't know if you guys watched any of the Open Cup games. I just thought of this because I'm watching the Radio El Paso game. But you need to go back and watch the last like 10 minutes of the Burrito Boys versus Sacramento game. And I'm not even talking about the game, but the fight and the stands after. Listen to the PA announcer. He played some music. It was like, why can't we be friends? He nailed it at the end of that. Like, it was hilarious. So just go back and just listen to the soundtrack that he played while everybody was fighting in the stands. It was a good job. That guy deserved his pay that night. All right. Phoenix versus Oakland. Guys, is it time to start believing in Oakland?
Mm-hmm. Loudon 2. That's who they are.
Go ahead and make your pick there, Josh.
Oakland 3-1.
Mario?
Oh man, I don't know. Oakland beat Monterey. They drew with who was it? Oh, what was it? I just had the game here. I don't see. Oh, they beat New Mexico 2-1. I don't see that big hype on them. To be honest, I can see this a draw 1-1.
Go ahead, Gage.
I think we'll go 3-2 for Oakland.
All right. I'm going to go Phoenix here. It's in Phoenix, 2-1. All right. Sacramento versus Monterey Bay, the game of the week. USL After Dark.
Game of the week?
Well, no, Josh. It's not the game of the week.
Okay,
Jesus.
thank you.
Oh, Mario, who do you think's going to win this barn burner?
It's going to be definitely a barn burner.
It's going to be
but
something.
I can see this 3-0 victory for Sacramento.
I got 3-1 Sacramento.
5-0 Sacramento.
We are not Monterey Bay fans here, I guess. We never got our check back, We thought we were going to get our seats.
They still owe me
Ticket.
money.
What are you talking about? I already got paid.
I invested and I haven't got my money back.
I'll go
maybe,
1-1. I'll throw him a bone.
Wow.
All right,
Man,
there we go. Hey, somebody's got to show them some love.
sympathy votes right there.
Yeah, we didn't talk about one other game. We'll talk about that one here in a little bit. But Mario, you got the power rankings.
Power rankings. I did, but I deleted it.
I can tell you right now, we're not in them anymore.
Yeah.
We're at what, 12th? I think we're 12th. They didn't treat us too harshly. I mean, their little write-up was nice about us, saying that we dominated the game. We just couldn't find it in the attacking third. So, I mean,
It is what it is.
it is what it is. We have not scored in 2 straight. It's been, there we go. Louisville number 1, Tampa Bay number 2, El Paso up to 3rd. Look at El Paso. You got Charleston 4th, Pittsburgh 5th, Lexington 6th, Sacramento down to 7th, Oakland up to 8th, Carter Springs 9th, Hartford 10. It is what it is. Got the standings, Mario?
The standings, yeah. Give me 1 second. Do you want to do East or West first?
East. We'll do East.
All right.
There you go. Louisville on top of the board 6th, Hartford 2nd, 4th. Really can't really judge standings, I think, right now because there's a bunch of 1s and 2s in that first column. But Loudoun, Indy, and Miami still yet to get any points. And in the Western Conference, got Oakland with 6. You can judge this one a little bit better because most teams play 2 games. Tulsa's their 10th with 1 point, tied with 4 other teams. Ladies and gentlemen, until you get to probably the 20th game, I'm not going to look at the standings. Are you guys? I mean, FC Tulsa was kind of up until like the 20th game last year was like in 4th, 5th, or 6th, and then we went on our little run. So
Can't really put stock on this. It's still too early.
The only thing that you can put stock in is Monterey Bay finishing in lat, because that's not going to change.
They're like, we're defending our wooden spoon. We are defending that this year.
They already engraved it for the next season.
Wow, we are just straight up hating on Monterey Bay this year.
Just a little.
But here's my one concerning thing, and we'll use this to transition to FC Tulsa, is we have not scored a goal in over, I'm going to say, including, this goes back to the finals, 300 plus minutes.
What were you yesterday? Because we scored some goals.
That's not legal. That's Open Cup.
I know.
I'm talking about in the actual against USL Championship competition. It just, I'm with what Gage said earlier in our brief discussion. We're just missing something. We're creating chances. We're looking dangerous. We're just missing a little something. It's 2 games in. We'll find that little something, I hope. You guys got that same feeling?
No, I fully do.
That something is called Remy Cabral and Nelson.
What if it's Nelson Pierre?
I think it's Nelson.
Nelson should start the next game. That's how good he played. He was every single chance he ran up on a defender when they had the ball. I mean, there's some times that I thought he was going to intercept a ball that the goalie was going to kick out. That's how quick he was. I mean,
he looked good.
But one thing, I know everybody's calling out players and stuff like that. I'm going to say this for the 3rd week in a row. Chemistry. Chemistry will work itself out. It's not going to start at the beginning. A lot of teams play bad at first, and then they come back, and the chemistry is going to be a lot better. And once we have that kind of set lineup or chemistry, I think we're a team to watch out for.
We struggled a little bit at the beginning of last year too. I mean, we weren't just red hot from the beginning last year. I remember a little bit of struggle at the beginning of last year, but we injected a bunch of players that are competing for starting positions. Like you said, chemistry is not totally cohesive yet. I mean, up until a week and a half before the season started, we thought Taylor Calhera was starting as the number 9. Johan Pinaranda was starting as our goalkeeper.
I remember last year we got rid of a couple of players that we really liked in the lineup. And look, we went to the Western Conference champion.
Yeah. So I don't think it's anything to jump off a bridge yet or anything about. We drew with San Antonio, who is that back line to Danny Barbier, Akeem Ward, Alex Fernelli, and Mitchell Tainer is probably going to be one of the top back 4s in the league. So, and Joey Petroni had a couple of lucky saves, and
don't even mention his name. He doesn't deserve it.
It was what it was. So, yeah. But we do have a couple bits of new news for FC Tulsa before we go into the San Antonio game and into the preview for the Las Vegas games. FC Tulsa announced that they were our local broadcast partners, and it's just not on one network. It's going to be across 4 different networks. There's going to be 5 games on My 41, 2 on Fox 23, 3 on Tulsa CW, and 7 on News on 6 Now. Guys, this is 4 broadcast partners besides ESPN Plus. How do you guys feel about that?
Getting the brand out there, so that's good. Getting it out to the local people who might not know much about us. So,
well, I'm a devil's advocate on that. Gage, do you think this is a bad thing? Because fans who are just they don't want to go to the stadium and watch a game, they want to watch it on TV. Maybe they can't get to the stadium. Maybe it costs too much. Now they're going to be bouncing around trying to find who the broadcast partner is.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think I can see both sides of that, of it being like we already deal with, as soccer fans, I'm sure, having to deal with how many streaming services just to watch our teams. But I also
Mhm.
feel like it'll be good for the casual fan, like even like my family that lives here in town. It's a hard sell to try and get them to be like, hey, you can watch our team, but you have to get ESPN Plus. You just raise the price and everything. Versus like it's a little bit difficult to find it, but you can watch for free. Might be a little bit easier of a sell to be like, well, if you watch it and you like it, come with me to a game or something like that.
Mario, already the 3 games we played this year's been on 3 different broadcasts. Galazzo, ESPN Plus, and YouTube. Your thoughts on it?
I I hope our club announces these changes and stuff like that, because I know I saw a couple comments on their Facebook. FC Tulsa was like, "Oh, where's it going to be broadcast at? Where's it going to be streamed at?" I just hope the club does a lot better job on that. It kind of. I know we've talked about this previous of just having, our club being more available to people from inside of Tulsa and surrounding areas. So hopefully that helps out a little bit more fans and gets more people to come out to the stadium and watch. They watch it on some different streaming network and they'll be able to watch it.
And if people are curious how to watch this upcoming game against Las Vegas, it will be on News 6 now. So there you go. All right, the next piece of info that just came out was Delence Pierre got called up to the Haitian national team for pre-World Cup friendlies. Let's see, March 28th and 31st. So it won't be this game, but the next game, he will not be with us. Haiti plays a pair of friendlies against Tunisia and Iceland. This is the first real call up for a national team for FC Tulsa players, I think, in 2 years.
I think our last one was that Honduran. I can't think of his name. He got a red card in one of their games. He was an offender. I
I'm
don't know if you
talking
get.
Ronald Rodriguez for El Salvador.
Yeah, El Salvador.
It was the Mud Bowl game where Jordan Morris got that big old header.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. And
I was
Rivas.
I was thinking we might have some in between then, but I know we didn't have any last year, which was it's kudos to Delence because he deserves it. He's been playing pretty good. But to be just, I love FC Tulsa and I don't really care about anything with the Haitian team. I wish we'll be here for those 2 games for the 28th game for us. So, but that the good thing about our roster build right now, there's a lot of talent that we can pull off the bench to take his spot. Maybe Somersault steps in, or maybe they move to a back 4, or it gives Luke something to maybe not make the team so stagnant. So kudos to Lance Pierre. All right, San Antonio. Let's buzz through that game, guys.
Before we talk
Go
about
ahead.
San Antonio, should we talk about the news that happened during the San Antonio game? FC Tulsa related. I just posted his picture up there. Dave Saunders.
Yeah, we can talk about Dave Saunders, the voice of FC Tulsa, who I honestly say is the best non-league broadcaster, local broadcaster in the league. He's not a homer, never been a homer. He's got a great voice. He calls it knowledgeable, best in the business in the USL Championship. I think he's been here since the very first season, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been here since the beginning.
So, kudos to Dave for all the hard work, and he's like a school teacher here in Tulsa. So not only does he influence the lives of youngsters here in Tulsa, he has been the broadcast voice of FC Tulsa. Best in the business for USL Championship. Thanks for everything, Dave. How do you guys feel about Dave Saunders retiring?
It's sad. I'll definitely, when I rewatch the games, hearing his reactions to some of our late winners. I'm just curious on who's going to replace him.
Todd Herman.
I don't know how you replace him, but maybe it'll just be Anna for a while. Just herself, but whoever replaces them, they have some big shoes to fill in.
I'm just gonna say this: the Little Rock announcer, the female, was not bad last night on call for them. She did a great job.
Maybe she's getting the call up to the big leagues.
Left-hander come in.
That stadium announcer needs a little rough.
FC Tulsa corner kick.
Some of the player announcements. All right, that's beside the point.
Batiste.
I want to
Goal, Lamar Batiste.
I kind of want to be a little bit heartfelt on this one, but Saunders, if you're listening to this, man, you've been there since I've been there. I never knew you at the beginning. Just listen to all your broadcasting. I know you've been through more people than probably I have in supporter section. But man, thank you for everything you've done, man. I really appreciate your voice. Appreciate your unbiasedness to the team. I appreciate it all the times that we met up at Empire and talked about the squad. I love the banter. I know you're an Arsenal fan and I'm a Chelsea fan, but we let that to the side. But you're a great guy. Arsenal fan.
Oh.
He's a good guy still. I know he's done a lot for the community of Tulsa for soccer. I know he's broadcast for the Tulsa Athletics. I think he might have refs some games as well. But really appreciate everything you've done. We will be missing you a lot. And thank you for your service for FC Tulsa and our supporters. If I had a mic, I'd drop it right. But yeah.
There you go. All right. Let's talk about that FC Tulsa versus the San Antonio Fighting Carries or the San Antonio FC. There we go. All right. It was a 0-0 draw. FC Tulsa held possession 51%. Had 3 shots on target, 13 shots overall. San Antonio had 1 and 9. Pass percentage just both teams. I think that's something that both teams have to work on. 65% for Tulsa, 66% for San Antonio. I will say this about this game. It was irritating to watch. San Antonio felt like they flopped around. Maybe Yuma moved over from El Paso and his coaching. It felt like Akeem Ward was doing everything he could to get under the skin of our players. He wanted to be up physical on our wingbacks, but yet he wanted to complain and flop around. Barbier felt like he flopped around. It was probably not a good game for the casual fan to watch. How do you fellas feel about this game?
I mean, I don't know what to say. It was just one of those games where I felt like we dominated and we just couldn't put the ball in the net. Not much to say. I was a little too busy.
Yeah, you were trying to heck, like the guys kept on looking over. It's like, where's the dude in the hot dog at? Oh, he went over there to heckle Betroni. Yeah.
I was busy.
Yeah, they were like, okay, then we're not going to score then because he went over there. But Mario, I don't know, man. How do you feel about this game? It felt like it was an early season March game in Tulsa.
It just showed our chemistry wasn't insane. I wish to God that Pierre would have got that goal because that probably could have been the decisive game-winning goal, but it got blocked, unfortunately. It was a lot of flopping. I'm going to be ridiculed for saying this. Our side had it too a little bit, but there was a little bit of dropping on our side that was a little bit really not needed. Some cards that we should have probably not gotten, but I just hope that down the road, that once we play San Antonio, we can play a lot better game because we should have came out with the W that night.
You know,
Could have.
Gage, in the second half, we held 56% of the ball. We had the only shot on target in the second half. We had 8 total shots in the second half. We actually held them to 58% pass rate in the second half. They committed 13 fouls in the second half. We compared to our 5. Should we have walked away with more than a point?
From what I can tell from just looking at stat sheets and everything, it sounds like it from what I've heard from fans as well. Unfortunately, I was out of town all weekend, so did not get to watch anything. In fact, my only indication of how the match was going was sitting in the crowd at a random professional wrestling event in Arkansas and getting a text from Josh that says everybody's about to start fighting. So that was a little bit of a whiplash. So, but from what I can
Well,
tell, it
wasn't
sounds like
wrong.
this was just a frustrating one.
that's because Petroni, their young goalkeeper, decided to squirt water into our supporter section at halftime, and then Lamar took exception to it, and basically went and whispered in his ear that was Bush League.
You're forgetting one more thing that he did towards the
We don't
sport.
need to talk about what else he did. That keep
But
PG-13.
let's just say Lamar had all the right to say a little bit something in his ear, but it was childish of the goalkeeper to do something like that, especially when there's younger fans around. You're not really supposed to do that. You're a professional soccer player at your age and stuff like that, man. But it was shithousery from him, but I love the fact that Lamar.
It worked. It made us mad.
I mean, we were doing our usual shithousery as well.
I mean, we were giving him.
So
we weren't being the nicest to him.
But he's getting paid. Well, I hope he's getting paid to. I didn't want to get into any CBA talk here, but he's got a contract he's got a contract to play on that field. We don't. We're actually paying to come to games. So, all right, guys, I don't want to talk anymore about the San Antonio.
I don't. Yeah, this game was boring and stupid.
Yeah, I felt like we played bad. We look like Western Conference contenders. They did as well. They got a great back line, even though I did dog on Nakeem Ward a little bit. He's a great defender. Barbier. I've always been a fan of Alex Cronali and Mitchell Tainer. They played their roles as defenders. So we move on. We got a game this Saturday at home at One Oak Field, 7:00 at One Oak Field. It is Gals and Goals night at One Oak Field, 7:00. They got a cute little shirt. I'm gonna try to pick up one for my wife. She's like, "Hey, give me that shirt. I like that shirt. I'll wear that shirt." It's my soccer era shirt.
You want it for yourself, and you don't have to lie.
I don't wear much pink, so I mean, it is what it is. But the first 1,000 fans get this cute little shirt. It says in my. They're also taking donations. It's like it's Women in Sports Month, so they're taking donations of like sports bras and cleats and women's athletic apparel. So I hope we have the same attendance we had last week. We had about almost 6,000 people there at One Oak Field, which is a great opener for the season.
Yep.
So the crowd felt pretty good last week, but we take on Las Vegas Lights, fellas. How do you guys feel about Las Vegas Lights?
I don't have really much to say. I think they're a club that's dead in the water. And I really hope this is. And I don't think any team in the USL is a pushover besides one team. It's not Vegas. It's Monterey Bay. But anyways, Vegas should be a free 3 points, but we will see. Got to score some goals this week. This has got to be the week we start firing.
Mario, how do you feel about Las Vegas?
I can't believe I'm saying this. Josh is totally right. I hope we do that same kind of push forward. I run ups right between the defenders like we did against Little Rock. Not as easy, but I just hope we get some goals. We need some goals. We need a victory. A statement victory would be great against Las Vegas because we really need it for our attendance-wise and for a statement for the league that we're not the opposite of what we were last year.
Well, fellas, the first week they drew 1-1 with Orange County. Last week they lost to Colorado Springs 2-3. Guys, I got a lethal upfront striker. We can't overlook him. Johnny Rodriguez is an amazing striker for Las Vegas Lights. Jared Mazzola started in goal last week for Las Vegas, formerly of Sacramento Republic. Let's just say this: they revamped this whole last season. Last year was not Devin Rinsing's team, the head coach. He's rebuilt it what he wanted. He's got Johnny Rodriguez up top. Handwalla Bawana is the midfield marshal. Marky Bear, who came over from Rhode Island, is going up that right wing. Sean Smart is an amazing right back. They bring in a guy. His name is Okiri. He had 2 goals last week. Aaron Guillen comes over from Tampa Bay Rowdies. It's a long time. He played here in Tulsa for a couple games. To say they're a pushover, I think is an overstatement. I think they picked up recently Olex Anderson, who played for North Carolina FC last year. I think he's going to be a very important player for them. Kyle Scott, he came over. He played at Orange County, went over to Crawley Town, and then he's back over here in the USL Championship. I don't think we can overlook him. I don't think this is going to be an easy game for us. I think we can win it if we can get our more clinical in our striking capabilities. Gage, how do you feel like we can match up with Las Vegas Lights?
I agree with everything you said there in terms of I'm just a firm believer there's really not anybody you should overlook in our leagues. For the parity is just crazy. Anybody can beat anybody any given night, unless you're Monterey Bay, but but I feel like our key to success is going to be kind of what we saw towards the end of Little Rock, which obviously is a different level of opponent, but just let our attackers run wild. Nelson Pierre was running straight at people, which he had the skill to do that Bruno didn't. But even still, Bruno we see is good at service when he's able to do it. So I think as long as we can just run at him and let the attack kind of do the thing and go crazy, I think that'll be our key. But
Mario, is this going to be a different FC Tulsa team than last year? Can we just take the FC Tulsa of last year with Taylor Calhera being that hold-up number 9, where he's got his back to the defenders, he goes up, wins aerial duels, brings the ball down, settles the ball down, kicks out wide? Are we going to be more of an over-the-top with, say, a Remy Cabral, Khalil Medkar, and Nelson Pierre running the channels, trying to get in behind defenders? And if we're not doing that, we're kicking out wide to our wingbacks of Owen Dom, Lucas Stoffer, Harvey St. Clair, trying to push it out wide and then diagonal balls crosses in. Is that should we be expecting more of that compared to last year?
One thing that I did notice for these past couple games that we played compared to last season, our possession. This year, we're controlling more of the ball. We are holding the ball. Last year, we barely did over 45 sometimes. Sometimes we had the ball for like 33% of the game, but we still won. I see everything you just said. I agree, yes and yes. Over the soft balls. I don't think we're going to be one of those teams that just does that all day long, but if it's available, we're going to go do it. But I see Harvey being a lot a maestro of doing those little crosses inside for attempts for headers and stuff like that. I know it's hard to kind of talk about Little Rock because they weren't the same kind of level as the USL championship side is. But what we played yesterday was really, really it showed a lot of what we're going to be doing this season. And having Harvey doing some crosses in, or Lucas Stoffer, that I think is going to help our team a little bit.
Josh, with Harvey, Owen, Lucas running wingbacks, is that going to hurt our defensive structure that we had last year? That was kind of more compact, held our line, was able to control games with defense, muddy up the games. We said it multiple times last year that we FC Tulsa ball was muddying up the game and then catch them out. With our wingbacks running more and more down the sides, is that putting more stress on our back line that those guys basically count them out on defense? They're having to stream back on defense and catching our shape out.
Yeah, I mean, it's making Lamar, AB work harder, and obviously you're seeing that, especially with last night. Stoffer getting so high up, Harvey especially, since we were so close to him. He very hard worker. But something that I did want to say, one player that I think I would like to see start every game from now on would probably be Owen. I don't just the last like the Sacramento game for Stauffer. I didn't think he played great. And then today, yesterday, I don't know. He just didn't seem. I don't know. I mean, I've always appreciated Stauffer. I don't know. I just think Owen should start. Owen's just a better player in my opinion. I'll leave it at
And
that.
one last question for the panel. Are we a set piece team? I think last year we had maybe close to 60% of all our goals were scored off set pieces.
With the height that we have.
Are we more of a set piece team where we need maybe the over the top balls lead to fouls deep in our territory, getting corners? Do you think that's our identity? That's to everybody.
I wouldn't say it's our identity, but I think that's where we're going to be the most dangerous from, because until our attackers actually gel and string a few passes together in open play. But for the time being, yeah, I think that's where we're going to be the most dangerous, obviously because of our height that we have.
Go ahead, Gage. I'll let you go first, man.
I mean, we saw it on the Lamar goal last night. We saw, I don't remember exactly who it was, but they got absolutely just smoked right along the sideline. And it gave us the opportunity to be like, okay, we can actually get Lamar and AB up now. And Lamar goes up and wins the header. He had the one that he did that last year, I think, in the San Antonio game, that if we can get that more often, that'd be pretty good. I mean, we've got the height, especially on teams that we might have a height advantage against later on in the season. It's definitely a good weapon to have, in my opinion.
I'm going to feed off of that too. I don't think it's going to be our go-to. It's something that we should have. Defensively, we are great to make sure that there's not going to be any set pieces goals against us. But I feel like we're just going to be like a more team that just plays off to the side, does crosses, and scores goal like that. But I don't think it's going to be because of the height advantage.
Okay. Well said, everybody. Well said. All right, guys. We're going to plug this one last time. 7 o'clock, Saturday, March 21st, One Oak Field. It is Gals and Goals night. First 1,000 fans get a free shirt. TV is going to be on ESPN Plus and news on 6 Now. Mario, hit us with the tailgate.
Yes, I think it's going to start at 4 o'clock, either 4 or 5 o'clock. 83 United is going to be doing their own tailgate. They're going to be having breakfast-style foods.
Brenner.
Yeah, they're going to be at Brenner. So come out, enjoy. I guess they're going to be having some pancakes, bacon, and some other items as well. I think they're going to be having some mimosas out there as well. So come out, enjoy some good food. Unfortunately, our good buddy Bonnie or Carlos, shout out to them. They're not going to be there. They're going to be in Mexico. But we will be bringing out their grill, and we'll have some food out there. So come out, enjoy.
Yep. Safe travels to our good friends. All right, guys. That's all the FC Tulsa news I have. You guys have any FC Tulsa news?
Nope. Think we're good. I think it's bedtime.
Local talk. Any local news?
Nothing from me besides in the El Paso. This isn't local, but in the El Paso Open Cup game live stream, I had a conversation with somebody about Joaquin Rivas.
Oh.
So there you go, David. Your guy is still getting love.
FC Tulsa legend.
Something like that.
The guy's third, I think, second or third all-time goal scorer in FC Tulsa history. So he is definitely FC Tulsa legend. Maybe next week I'll have some trivia for you guys or something. I don't know. All right, guys. Maestro Mario, anything else that you think we've missed?
Yes, there is one thing. I know we didn't speak about it last week. I think it was announced, but we didn't talk about it. Want a big kudos to Captain Renee Wilson for the Tulsa FC Channel Cats. I guess she was named second team All MASL W.
Yep.
And she, every time I went out there to watch her play, I know we had her on the podcast before. Great person, great personality. Hustled defensively, offensively for Tulsa FC. So if you see her, or if you ever get to see her play, you'll see what we're talking about. But kudos to her. I think she deserves. On another team, she would have been first team. So, but congratulations to her for making that achievement.
Yeah, good. That's always good. All right, hot take, Orama. Mario, you never start the hot takes, so tonight I would like for Mario to start the hot takes.
Man, I don't have any hot takes, man.
Man.
I don't
Womp.
I don't have any hot takes, but I do want to give two big shout outs to the Little Rock supporters, the Red Watch. They were chanting. They did everything they could for their size of their USL League 2. They were doing really good. I like the TIFO designs. I met up with some of my friends that lived out there.
They had a drum for each supporter out there, basically.
Yeah, they had at least 4 or 5 out there. They were doing it good. So big shout outs to them. Also, big shout outs to the Little Rock team. They have their own little van, and we drove down. I'm not sure what street. I'm not sure if it was their main street, but they had a little store in like the middle of Little Rock, and it had Little Rock Rangers. And I was like, man, I wish we had something like that, but I'm glad that we have it at where we have it at Ascension. But that was my first. Second, do me a favor. As soon as the Open Cup match comes to Tulsa, or if you have a chance, go to Ascension Hall, Ascension, Italian, whatever it's called. Check out the stadium, check out the field, check out the seats, and it's going to be nice. I can't wait until we have a match there. I would love to see how it's going to play out with us. I'd love to see where they sit as supporters.
So, Cup set alert. Whoop, 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 whoop. Tennessee Tempo is beating Chattanooga Red Wolves right now 1-0 in the 54th minute.
Come on, man. Come on, Chattanooga.
There you go. So cup set alert. All right. All right. I'll throw out a hot take. Says Mario doesn't want to do a hot take because he just all smiles and. All right. Here's my hot take. God, I don't know if I got one or not.
All right, Josh, go ahead. Josh, please come up with something.
It just left my.
Spin a soccer ball around or something.
Oh.
All right, who's a bigger legend, club legend, Eric Bird or Joaquin Rivas?
Come on,
Joaquin
man.
Rivas.
No, he's not.
Or Matt Sheldon. Between the three, who's the bigger club legend?
How many playoff teams?
Can I answer that one?
Was Joaquin Rivas on?
Can I
all
answer
of them except for last year?
Matt Sheldon is not nowhere near top 3, not even top 20 in the legend mark. Sorry.
What?
Not even top 20. I could probably name
like
20
that.
people that'd be better than
I
that.
can sign that.
No.
Right.
Now, Joaquin Rivas.
I don't even want to listen to you anymore. All right, next, David,
Eric
go ahead.
Eric Bird.
Mhm.
Come on. He is the living legend. Past Players Union president.
Oh,
On.
it's got to be Joaquin Rivas. I mean, more games played,
Oh gosh.
more goals scored, more assists than Eric Bird, more playoff teams than Eric Bird.
I mean, I agree with David.
Best realtor in Tulsa.
Yeah, I mean, the guy wanted to be here. Eric Bird wanted to go to Oklahoma City. He was signed for them, and then they folded.
People make mistakes, David. Forgive them. Come on.
All right. My next one.
Josh with the heat. I like it, Josh. Good job.
My next one. This is kind of piggybacking off.
Hold on. Before you go, we didn't even ask Gage. What's?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Come on.
Go ahead, Gage. Sorry.
Is this a hot take for me or me answering the Eric Bird?
You got to answer the one that They just fought. These two just fought about settled the beef.
I don't know. I feel like there's a good case for either. I personally have to go Eric Bird though, because I feel like he was more integral to the midfield.
Wow.
Hey, Gage, you don't have to pay me for gas, okay?
It's okay, David. I'm with you.
Thank you.
I stand with you, David.
Wow.
All right. My next one. I just don't see it. How is he?
Next one. Go ahead.
Next one. This is, like I said, kind of piggybacks off of what I just said, but who's the best player to ever play for FC Tulsa?
Damn.
It's got to be Jesus Ferrer. If you're going to legit best player to ever play for FC Tulsa, it's Jesus Ferrer. Second is Brandon Cervania. That's 1-2. You want to say legit?
Cervania played for us.
Best talents.
All right, so I'm going to send. You brought up a good point. I'll go.
I guess third would be Jorge Corrales. I mean, you're talking. He played three great years in MLS.
I mean, and you see what Ferreira's doing. He's probably
if you're going to best talents to be at FC Tulsa. I mean, Juan Pablo Caffo, you got to throw him up there too.
You want to
go? There you go.
That's my number one right there.
I love Juan Pablo. Yeah, he's a great dude. He's been on the podcast. Yeah.
Man,
that's my
hot takes got y'all fired up. Jeez. All right, Gage. Hot takes are yours now. Oh,
I do have a hot take that leads into something kind of local news, but it's Oklahoma soccer news that I forgot to mention a second ago. The Certified Lions, MASL 2 and MASL 3, have officially applied to move up to MASL to have a full-blown MASL team in the area. My hot take for them is I think they win their league within 3 seasons after going up.
I thought you were going to say they're going to be in the TST tournament again. I was like, yes.
I
local
think
representation of TST.
Wouldn't be surprised.
I love that tournament.
That's not a crazy hot take.
Agreed.
I think they could, from the very little that I have seen from them, I think they could probably win the league in 3 years, maybe 2. Maybe first year up, win it, Wrexham style.
Welcome to the OG&E Coliseum.
Yeah.
New series.
There you go.
Is that all you got there, Gage?
That's all I got for now, yeah.
No problem, man. David, you got anything else to add to this?
No. Well, Josh did a good job tonight. Good.
Thank you.
He brought the hot take heat. Maybe we should just Josh do hot takes from now on. I don't know.
I agree.
I don't have any, but I think that's the most heated debate we've ever had on the show.
I'm just glad that it got solved finally. Who's the best player? Legend.
Juan Pablo Caffo.
Yes, that, and who's better, Joaquin or Bird? But
So stats wise, it probably would be like DaCosta or something like that.
Yeah, DaCosta would be probably stats wise all time leading goal scorer, all time leading assists.
Yeah,
I mean, Taylor was on track after one season.
Yeah. Oh, it's all right. Well, guys, I really appreciate y'all being on here. For everybody that's been watching, thank y'all so much. Gage, thank you for taking some time with us yesterday and today. I really appreciate everything that you have said and done, videoed, and also congratulations on being a new 918 Brigade member.
Sir.
Scarf is on the mail. It's in the mail. But thank y'all, everybody that's been watching. Do me a favor, share this, like it, send it to your friends. We like this podcast to be a little bit bigger so more people can communicate with us, correspond, see Josh's new soccer ball that he got from Little Rock. But do me a favor, y'all, share this, please. It really would help everybody to find us on YouTube, other platforms. I promise, after today, I will post this on Spotify and other podcasts. But David, Josh, Gage, thank you all so much tonight. There's only one more thing to do. Vamos Tulsa.
Almost Tulsa.
Almost Tulsa.
I don't even got a chrome. I got the Glock, mama oldest acting like he grown. Now peep the logic. I got a heap of problems. A mathematician, you see, I gotta keep it honest. I'm past offensive. From my childhood, I force you to forfeit. Turn snitch or crossover, source work for corporate. The hardship is not marked for fake artists barking. The artsy astrologist, a start to your rocket ship. Soon as I change styles, the moment that y'all pocket it. And prophets' eyes, prophesize giant size dollar clips for blessings. There ain't no way could test it for us outsiders charging 20 G's a session.
Forward and I can't go back. Lessons that I went through, put some questions on my mental. Forward and I can't go back. The stress that I've been through, I left that in the rear view. Forward and I can't go back. Lessons that I went through, put some questions on my mental. Forward and I can't go back. The stress that I've been through, I left that in the rear view.
Yeah, outsiders in the casa. Outsiders in the casa. Said outsiders.